The skeleton curse has been my most recent long-running obsession in Sea of Thieves. With the base curse unlocked by reaching 100 levels in the Servants of the Flame faction, and the customizable pieces obtainable only through further combat with opposing ships, I think that it manages to create some of the most unique and fearsome appearances that this game has to offer, and my crewmate and I have almost never taken it off since. I'll start with a quick overview of all the rewards you can obtain, showing what is required for each, and then we'll just have some fun and get inspired with how you and your crew can establish your presence with this highly prestigious malady, so that you don't just look like these dudes right here in your sweaty future. Giving the rundown, we'll start with the pieces that you can earn with some commendations on unlock after you first get it. For the Ashen Bone color and Rag and Bone lower body, you need to complete the Heart of Fire Tall Tale. For the concealed upper body, you need to kill 100 of the standard phantom enemy. And for the short fused skull, you have to blow up another player with a gunpowder keg. For the Crimson Bones, you have to play the Seek the Dead shanty with another skeleton pirate. For the Swag Short's lower body, you only need to board an NPC skeleton ship. The Ribbed Caged upper body is also tied to killing 100 phantoms, and the Blindfolded Skull requires that you kill a player who is wearing the Ghost Curse. To unlock the Bearded Skull, you're required to beat 20 Sea Forts, and for the Two-Tone Bones, you are asked to sink 50 Guardian of Fortune ships. For the Wheel-Built upper body and Twin Peg lower body, you need to sink 100 Guardian of Fortune ships while sailing on a captained ship as well. And the faction of the ship does matter here. For the Verdant Bones, a pretty revered cosmetic, you have to achieve a win streak of 50 times. For the Skeletal Skirt, you need to sink 100 Guardian ships while flying under a Grade 5 Reaper flag. For the Barrel-Chested Body, you need to sell 100 Athena Fortune Emissary flags. And for the Barnacled Skull, you have to sink, get ready, 500 Guardian ships. While in the meantime of working on these achievements, you of course unlock new pieces as you continue to level up as well. The first reward, the Off-White Mottled Bones, get unlocked at 105. The Repaired Skull comes in early at 110, the Sunken Stump lower body at 120, and the very sleek Great Coat at 130. Going up, you get the Golden Top Skull at 140, the Minimalist Iron Foot at 150, and the Gold Shouldered Torso at 160. For the higher tier items, you get the fan favorite Bucket Head at 170, the Weighty Lower Body at 180, the Lobster Bot Torso at 190, and the gorgeous Sunken Bones at the hefty 200. These are usually as far as most people are willing to go with the Skeleton Curse, as they definitely show that you put in the work. Though, if you're like me and are never satisfied, if you push all the way to level 1000, you are rewarded with the Golden Bones, a pretty legendary, but still subtle display. And I'll show you how I incorporate these into my look at the end of the video. Here's a timestamp if that's all you're here for. Now, just for some cinematic crew themes, we'll start off with the Shores of Plenty Scavengers, a sleek but rugged appearance for pirates who scourge the waters of paranoid merchants. Next, the Warmakers of the Wilds, for a pair of monstrous hunters lurking among the jagged rocks, shifting shipwrecks, and whispering bastions. Then, the Ancient Isle Haunts, for rogues as enigmatic as the thick foliage, as colorful as the puzzling cave paintings, and as opulent as a hoarder's vault. For the most rugged of crews, we have the Devil's Roar Denizens, bilge rats tempered in the harshest conditions of boiling isolation. Here's a unique look that my sloopmate and I ran for a while, which we deemed the Bloody Boys. A pretty nightmarish and dark look, if blending in with a nighttime cannon smoke is your style. And lastly, my personal favorite, the Hermits of the Sunken Kingdom, a crew that, even when scuttled, will try and drag your boat down with them like a pack of sirens. And finally, here's a handful of loadouts that work well with the Golden Bones, with some different weather conditions to show how your sheen will change. As you can see, it's a cosmetic that keeps its appeal within different loadout styles, whether you want your appearance to be simple or rough. These bones are an awesome flex, but as you can see, they still don't look terribly flashy, lending to a simple style that still feels very much part of the Sea of Thieves environment, compared to some of the more glowy curses. Here's my personal most used combination if you ever meet me on the seas. Anyways, thanks for sticking around. If you're starting your PvP journey, remember that it's a climb that never ends, and even the strongest players are sinkable and capable of improvement. We're all on the same path, and just because others are further along than you, doesn't mean that you can't walk in their footsteps and that they can't trip up and fall behind. Best of luck to you all, and happy sailing.